J Production. J Production. Yeah, man, people, wagwan. It seems like everything is all set. No drop frames, and I should not be logging, and my internet is sufficient. So again, once more, good evening to the people who have stable internet connection and the people who have unlimited data plan. This is just a follow-up to what's going on. If you didn't see that live, that was my last video where I just kind of brought you guys into my process of rebranding and designing and stuff. So this won't be a long video like the others because, you know, I'm strapped for time, and the reason I'm going live these days is because I hate editing these days, and, you know, I'm lazy and I procrastinate a lot, and time is very unforgiving. So why not go live? So if I'm correct, let me just switch this here so you could see. If I'm correct, last time, you know, we went through some logo. I went through some of my logos that I made for the remake. Had some of y'all do some voting on my Instagram, and we came up with the great F. You know, in the words of Mr. Crocker, as Alex said, F. So most people had F, but what most people had problems with were the colors. They seemed a bit Nickelodeon-ish. About 3 persons said that. So, you know, I went back to the drawing board, and, you know, what completes a logo more than putting a circle around it? Many people like that. And if you remember from the last video, these were some of the preliminary logos that I did. All right. So after going back to the drawing board and seeing what people were saying, you know, we came up with these colors. Well, it should be blue and white, but you can't see the white because of the white background. But the colors are actually flipped. And there we go. This is just the banner for my YouTube here with the Nick Media right there. Sorry for the off dimensions, really. And then here's like some variations of what is going on. So this was the beginning, the first, but it seemed a bit too playful, as most people would say. So then went back to the drawing board, came up with this guy here, just a blue and a white. The letters are actually white. Some of them it's cut out actually, but the letters are actually white. And if you can see on the screen, I think above on the top right of your screen right now, or is it top left? I have no idea, but you should be seeing the full white PNG version, transparent version of this logo here now. And yeah, seems simple enough, does the trick. It says everything that I wanted to say. And let me see if anybody here, yeah, says everything that I wanted to say. And great. So just like the other logo, I was doing some three-dimensional work with it, some 3D animation work with it, you know, to be to start an intro, or to make an intro really. You see, these are some of the preliminary animations. Actually, they're not shown in context because it would slow everything down if I did. Maybe I am able to show you a slower version of what's going on here. Yeah, so that comes in along with everything else. And boom, everything falls into place. Bob's your uncle. And I can show you it from another perspective here. Yeah, so everything falls into place. Nice, nice and easy. Yeah. And it has motion blur. So if any of you know what motion blur is, or how it makes something looks more realistic, let me just go ahead and also show some of you this, if I can show you what a render would look like. Yeah, so I'm just working on those, and if I could open my After Effects right now, I'd show you how I'm working on the lower thirds as well, the thing that comes out and says, you know, at Nicklan or whatever, or at Nicklan1 for my YouTube, to direct you all to YouTube, or slash Twitter, all of that. So I'm just still here just making on the screen now. You should be seeing above me to my left, I think, a rendered frame from the whole animation that's going on, where the motion blur is there. The letters are actually illuminated. And from the animation before, you can see that they all fall into place. So this is just another insight into my process to see what's going on. I'm also working on the lower thirds, and also lower thirds being the things that say my name and stuff like that. And also I'm working on the live overlays. So the white border is here on here, plus the logo here, plus, you know, how everything switches, so you can see my screen, and then back to the whole let me see if I can go ahead and get it up, and then everything just switches back to me on the main screen like this, with the ticker down below, the ticker with you telling you to follow me on all my social media. Yeah, still working on those as well. But as I said, you know, time is very unforgiving, and it waits for no man. So yeah, just another insight into my process. Hopefully next time I'll be done with all of these. I will be done with all of the graphics here, so you could see and also enjoy them as well. And again, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you to go ahead and like my stuff and share it whenever you can. Really do appreciate that. And hey, watch the videos. Watch time helps, you know. Goal is, I guess my next goal is 500. I'm at 376 right now. Thank you all for being here and for playing a part in that that huge number of subscribers. I really do appreciate that. But without further ado, as I said, it's not going to be a long one, just an update to see what's going on. If you have any questions about my process, you can hit me up on my Instagram. I always do reply. A number of you do reach out to me, and I always go ahead and try to reply to you all. Well, I always do reply to you all. So any questions, comments, concerns, or if you're looking for some advice on helping you on your process, you can go ahead and hit me up on my Instagram. It will be on the screen in about A second. So it should be right down here. You can hit me up on my Instagram. It's also linked to my YouTube page at Nicklan_1. No, at Nicklan1. At Nicklan_1 is my Twitter, which is semi-active. I guess I'm what you call a ghost Twitter person. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in or watching this video whenever you do. And hey, stay safe, walk good, and see you all later on. J Production.